Hi everybody, welcome to Tara Performing Arts High School. We are located in North Boulder. We're here on a really beautiful day, and of course we are doing this right now just to give you guys a virtual tour while we're in these sort of extraordinary times. We wanted to protect your safety and our safety as well. And so this will not be professional quality film. However, it will at least just give you guys a feel of our campus and the warmth that really is here and what's happening when we are actually on campus. So I'm actually going to give you guys a little shot of our campus so you can give us a little tour here. So we have got a nice little basketball court over there. We've got our volleyball court here. And every week before we start school in academic classes, we actually have what's called Work Week. And all the students come on campus and we all have projects that we're working on with them. So it could be sanding down our tables, it could be pouring the basketball concrete, or taking care of our parking lot, or really any maintenance that needs to happen. And so our students really take that upon themselves to prepare our campus for the year. So let's come on in. We're going to go through our office here. So as you guys come on in, every morning we actually start with morning circle and we say a verse just outside there. And then students before that time have come in and they've actually put their phones into the boxes here. This is where all of our students will either put their homework, they'll put their cell phone in there. We have a really wonderful media policy where we really want our students off of their phones during the day. We actually take that with us into the theater. And so when students are doing their own performances, the last 2 weeks of the performance rehearsals, they'll turn off their phones, they'll be totally on a media fast, so they can really just focus on what they're in, what they're living in, being really in touch with the character and being in touch with the work that they're going to then perform for all of you. We also do this on our trips as well, so we ask that our students buy real cameras and take photos with real cameras instead of taking their phones with them on a trip. So I can always tell you more about that if you have more questions. So come on in. This is our office space, really lovely, really warm space as well. All right, and we'll come through this way. We've got our faculty office here, and as we keep coming through, this is our kitchen space. This is where students are packed in here all the time. They are actually making their own lunches every day. Sometimes they'll get together and make a pizza or make brownies or something. And then actually a lot of our world language classes are taught in here as well. We do lots of hands-on sort of cooking and activities, and I'll talk more about that as we go upstairs as well. So you can come on through, and we're going to step in here into our, currently this is our 12th grade classroom. In some years this is our math class, but the 12th grade year at Tara is so special. It's this culminating experience of all of their years on our campus. Everything that they've learned, and so our students actually begin the year doing their college applications, and actually even before that they are on a senior leadership retreat, setting their goals for the year, setting their intentions for the year. They actually rewrite their entire honor code. They look through it, they make changes to really make it their own, and our senior classes are the ones who are really holding the rest of the students to the honor code. And so then they begin their college applications. They'll actually finish that at the end of October, and then they get to sit back and enjoy the rest of their year as they see acceptances come in, and then they can actually focus on their work. So they'll do a more modern performance, more contemporary performance in this year. They will actually travel to Europe for a month. Of course this year that's not happening, but we look forward to that continuing next year. And that is sort of a world history tour. We'll actually go to Austria. We're there for about 10 days, and then we head over to England, and we're touring through London. We go to Stratford-upon-Avon. We're in Wells and Bilcote, and then we end the entire trip in Cornwall. So it's a beautiful, beautiful trip. Our senior class, again, they'll graduate in June, and we actually have a beautiful graduation for them where they will actually perform little pieces of roles that they had throughout their time at Tara. And when they graduate, we actually give them a name that really, like a word for them that really represents who they have been, who they've become at Tara. So again, any information that you want about our senior class, I would be happy to give you more. So we are entering into our student lounge, actually. If you can imagine, every day on Tara campus, this is filled with students. They are playing instruments. They're making a fire when it's really cold. Even in our ninth grade class, they'll do a blacksmithing course. And so some of the tools you can see on the wall here have been made by Tara students. So we'll go ahead and come upstairs. Our ninth grade class is just right up here. And again, the ninth grade, they all really get to know each other at the beginning of the year. We have a big family welcome party. We have usually a big picnic at one of our family's homes, and all of our students come out. And I'm going to try to stand against this wall so you can see everything. So the students will get to know each other, and they get to actually meet some of our students before we kick off the year. And again, we bring them on campus during work week. They get to set up their classroom. They get to know each other. And then in the ninth grade year, we do lots of contrasts, so comedy and tragedy, black and white drawing. We actually do quite a bit of world history as well in this year. So right after our students have done comedy and tragedy, they actually perform their own grade level play, which is usually commedia dell'arte. So the students are playing this sort of exaggerated characters, which is really perfect for a ninth grade student with their hormones and what they need and the feelings of, everything feels extreme in that year. And so they really get to experiment with these characters while it's also such a basis for theater. So right after that performance, we take them to New York for their history through art class. And they would have already had 2 courses on history through art. And then we'll go to New York and they get to tour through the Met, they go to the Frick collection, they visit the cloisters. All the meanwhile, they are also going to Broadway shows and really being just inundated with culture and performance. And every night on the New York trip, we actually come back into our rooms and we talk about what we've seen in the day, and they keep a journal, making sketches of what they've seen and writing about what they've experienced. So it's a wonderful trip. And again, I'm happy to tell you more about it after this tour. So you can follow me down the hall here. And our next stop is world language. We offer 2 world languages here at Tara. So we offer Spanish and German. We have 2 levels of Spanish. German, we have 1 level so far, but we sometimes add in a second teacher if we need it. The world languages in our school, and especially for Steiner, he really wanted it to feel like real life, feel like it was a party. And so everything is highly experiential. So we're walking through, we might want to walk up to the market and buy materials to cook in the kitchen, or we're outside playing a game, or maybe we are trying to have some sort of real conversation about what's happening in our lives. So again, the world languages here are really fun, they're exciting. I'm actually one of the world language teachers as well, so we have a lot of fun with our students. So we'll actually move into our math room. And bear with us at this time, maybe I'll stand over here actually. So this is our math room. We have 2 levels of math for every grade level. We have a wonderful math department here at Tara. They actually offer lunch help for any math classes. And this is, our students rave about our math department actually. We have just tremendous support from our teachers, and I feel like our students just feel very supported by their teachers. So I don't know if we want to pan through here, but currently, as we've been in the transition for this entire pandemic that we're dealing with. We've had to create some office spaces here in this sort of temporary time as things are changing day by day. So we'll come across our little sky bridge. This is one of the highlights, I think, of our campus. All the students are always up here sitting in the sunshine, talking, reading. And so we'll take you right over here. This is 2 more classrooms upstairs. We're going to start in our 10th grade classroom. So this is our 10th grade classroom. The 10th grade is a really exciting year. This is a year when we really feel like the students need an extra challenge, something to really reach for. And so it's a year in which there's a lot of, they just need a challenge in their lives. They start to get comfortable being in the high school, and so we like to take them outside. So we start the year with Native American traditions. And so we actually take them on a trip into the Ute Tribal Park in southern Colorado. They hike in 13 miles. They'll either hike, and there's actually an option to ride horses. And every day we are hiking up to ruins, and we were actually taken there by a Ute tribal member. So that actual trip is bookended at the end of the year with a geology trip. We take our students rafting down the San Juan River. We're out there for about a week, and then we do a service trip on Hopi land. So it's a wonderful trip. We're also doing history through poetry in this class. The 10th grade usually does a combined play with our 11th grade as well. And so, yeah, there's a lot to say about this class. And again, I'm going to try to wrap this up pretty quickly in here. So taking you to our 11th grade classroom. Again, I will always tell you more. This is just a taste of our campus here. So you can come on through to our 11th grade. So this is our 11th grade classroom. In 11th grade, they're doing history through music. And so we actually take them back to New York in this grade level. Throughout the year, they are actually attending concert series here in Colorado. And then when we go to New York, a lot of their actual New York visit is really based on seeing the symphony, going to see the boys choir. They do backstage tours at the Met. At the same time, they're in 11th grade, so some of the content of the performances is a little more mature for them as well. And this year we also studied Parsifal. Actually, that's currently what our students are studying. And what else can I say? We do a beautiful retreat, actually 2 retreats in this year. One is the Chaucer retreat, and we go away to a little cabin up in the mountains, and we listen to the Canterbury Tales. The students will do their own sort of projects with Chaucer and present them at the end of the week. And then also we have the Hamlet retreat. And again, we go away into the mountains, and students are all tucked in. It's usually in February, when it's kind of chilly and perfect for Hamlet. And so students are there studying it and doing this sort of intensive. So many students actually say it's one of their favorite classes in this year in particular. So I'm going to take you guys downstairs. Here we go. Downstairs in our school, we have a wonderful rehearsal space. And I'll let you guys actually see kind of more of our campus from up here from our balcony. Really beautiful. All right, and you can follow me. So, Tara actually just used to be one building over here. Years ago, we added on this second building so that we could have true space for a science lab, and really just kind of expand our opportunities for learning in all these different spaces. So I'm going to start here in our what we call the annex, and this is our annex. It's a huge movement space for us. It's a rehearsal space. It is also where we hold some of our festivals at Tara. So we have an Advent dinner that's really beautiful, and we gather on the first Monday of December, and we meet with all of our faculty and students, and the entire room is candlelit with lots of greenery, and we talk about what that season means to us. And there's so much more that we do at the festivals, so again, ask me more questions about that. But in this space, this is also where we have our musical rehearsals, and we hold the Christmas Candlelight Festival as well in December. So a lot of the choral pieces are practiced here in this room. So we also offer classes like fight choreography, we have fitness classes, we have dance classes, and a lot of those will actually happen in this space. So lots of fun in this particular space. And I'm going to take you guys into our science lab And this is actually where we're going to end our tour. So, and this is our science lab here. Maybe I'll go up here so you can actually see me. We have really beautiful lighting in our school, but makes it hard to film. So, this is our science lab, and we offer chemistry all 4 years at Tara. We offer physics all 4 years. And so again, a lot of our classes are taught in these main lesson styles. So it's usually a 2-week block, maybe a 3-week block. And yeah, students will just dive in and immerse themselves into the material. And then they get to revisit it the next year. So yeah, if you have any questions about the sciences and what we offer, I'd be happy to talk you through those as well. But the sciences here are alive, they are experiential. We often have, for chemistry classes, an explosion to start off the class, and the students kind of work backwards from there. So heavy observation, critical thinking, highly experiential. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us for our school tour today. Again, when we come to the other side of this, we'll actually get to have you on our campus. And yes, we look forward to connecting with you very soon. Thanks so much.